Good morning. Well, now that I walked you around the Oma property, it's so beautiful here. And I don't know, I'm kind of thinking I'm more of a jungle person than I am a beach person, even though the beaches in Cancun are amazing. They really do have white sand, and they really do have really blue, like the bluest water you've ever seen. It's almost see-through. I guess water is see-through, right? But does not look like the Jersey Shore, that's for sure. That's for sure. But anyway, now that I walked you around, it's like, what's going on with me so far today? Granted, as I'm recording this, it's like 10:30 in the morning, so life hasn't really begun yet. But had a lovely breakfast, and I had some energy this morning. I felt good. I did some meditation. I wrote. But now, like, I'm feeling tired again. And I have a massage today, so I'm excited for that. It's a massage and some, like, energy something, energy healing, energy movement, energy something. So that should be nice. But yeah, I think what I want to talk about today is like these nightmares that I've been having. So again, last night, ever since ayahuasca started, it's like I've been having, I'll call them nightmares. I don't really know what my dreams are about. I just know I wake up in a panic. I've been trying to dream journal. I have been dream journaling, but again, my dreams are like vapor. It's like the second you wake up, it's already disappearing. And I don't know if that was a protective mechanism. I say that because as a kid, I remember I couldn't sleep. I was an insomniac. And I think it was this sense of having nightmares. And maybe an imagination. I want to call it overactive, but I think it was just an imagination. But I was scared to go to sleep at night. And I got to a point where I just didn't need sleep. I would just stay up all night and read books and then go to school completely exhausted. Somewhere along the line, though, I mean, I thought about this morning when I was writing. Somewhere along the line, I don't know. I started putting on a lot of weight as a kid, and which one led to the other, I don't know. You know, is it the fact that it's a lack of sleep, that you subsidize that in food, or was I already starting to gain weight and that made me unhappy? And I don't know. I don't know what led to the other. And I say all this because I feel like in some ways it was a way to get out of my body. Little Ashley didn't want nightmares anymore and wanted to sleep. And maybe the only way I could do that was to start blocking I don't know what I'm trying to say, the pathways in my body, trying not to connect with my body, because although nightmares kind of feel like they're all up here, when I wake up, it's like a sheer panic in my chest. It's almost like my heart's being like ripped open. And now, since ayahuasca, I've been experiencing nightmares again. All of this to say, like, even before ayahuasca, I would not have won any medals for the world's best sleeper. I'm usually somebody that takes me forever to fall asleep because there's so much going on up here. And then even with that, either I won't fall asleep or I'll fall asleep at like 5 a.m. then after just laying there all night, twiddling my fingers. Or if I do fall asleep, I wake up at like 3 a.m, just like it almost feels like a hot flash. And I'm only 37 and this has been going on a good portion of my life, at least definitely the last like 3 to 4 years, but even before that. So Words, 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 words. They're gone. But I say all of this because, sleep has never been my forte, but it's definitely, I'm not even saying it's getting worse. It's just that the nightmares are coming back. I'm actually sleeping. I'm falling asleep, at 10 o'clock or something, and sleeping through the night, just not completely and maybe not the most restfully. Why am I talking about this? Well, again, I said I was going to document this healing journey of post-ayahuasca. And this is something that's been coming up, The first couple of nights after the retreat, or even during the retreat, I'd wake up and it was almost like I was still in the journey setting. And if any of you have seen my previous videos, which actually I found out today, none of you have, because they've all been posted as unlisted. So I'm going to slowly get those out there. I'm not going to bombard you with like 9 videos. Really, it's like 3, but I over-exaggerate. Lucky for you men. No, I'm kidding. But I'm chill. But, words. Yeah, so I don't know where we were going with all of that, but yeah, I'm documenting this. And one of the things that are coming up for me is this sense of nightmares. During the retreat and even right after the retreat, I would wake up and like the music, I call it purge music, but like they would play certain songs that would just like, maybe not for everybody, but like in my soul, it just felt so abrasive that it made you want to purge. And like I'd wake up and those songs would be playing in my head and I'd be like, thought I was still in it, and you would hear like noises outside the room which sounded like the noises that were inside of the ceremony. And so it was like almost like PTSD in some ways. And I feel like for a couple of days it was learning how to like ground into myself and be with myself, be present, and just realize I'm okay. And also on top of it is like my video from yesterday said, which none of you have seen yet. So, but that video is like also sitting with that person, holding space for that person. Like it's okay to not be okay. And I'm not here to try to fix it. I'm just here to be with it. Also by bringing myself back here. But I feel like a lot of what is happening here is like this sense of an unregulated nervous system and learning how to re-regulate it. But yeah, that might be another video. We're talking nightmares here. All in all though, I really feel like it is releasing more of my fears. Fears are moving through me and they're not blocked anymore. Sounds uncomfortable, but I know in the end, once I maybe understand, I want to say understand, but I think part of the journey is learning how to not understand and just let things move through. But yeah, once they all move through, maybe I'll actually get to heal this, and heal this not only for me right now, but heal this for that little girl that was too afraid to fall asleep at night. Something was going to come out of the closet, or something was going to come out from under her bed, or just even in my head. Going to sleep was sometimes a very scary experience. What did it all mean? I don't know. I'm curious to find out. I'm curious to see what starts to come up. And maybe there is a link as to why me at such a young age, I don't know if it had a vivid imagination, or what was happening. What was I in tune with? What was I in touch with that was so scary? So maybe I'll find out. Either way, that's what's going on for me today. So I'm glad I got to show you this beautiful, wonderful resort. I'm here for tonight and tomorrow night. So I got 2 more nights. And then guess what? I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm making it up as I go. But I'm letting the universe sprinkle the crumbs on the trail for me so that I can slowly make my way to the next experience for myself. But either way, that's where I'm at today. Maybe I'll post another video later if something happens, but nightmares, that's where I'm at. So have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything at all, leave a comment below in the chat. I'd love to chat with you a little bit more about this. If you guys have any specific inquiries as to, I don't know, ayahuasca or my experience of ayahuasca, and or if you have any ideas as to, I don't know, what could be going on with these nightmares, what could be going on with me, just leave them in the chat below. Chat? Yeah, in the comments below. So, all right, I'm gonna go get ready for an awesome massage. See you later.